Once upon a time, a pencil maker was putting some finishing touches on a fresh batch of pencils. As he placed them into the box, he turned to them and said, "Listen closely, for I have some important things to tell you." They heard him, but they couldn't speak. So the pencil maker continued, "You can do great things, but only if you allow yourself to be held in someone's hand." The pencils were silent, but they thought about his words. They knew he was right, but they couldn't understand why. "You'll go through painful sharpening, but it will make you sharper and more useful," he said. Again, they were silent, but this time they felt a little sad. They knew this too, but they didn't want to admit it. "You can correct any mistake you make," the pencil maker added. Still, they remained silent, for they had no idea what he was talking about. The pencil maker sighed. He had one more thing to tell them, but he wasn't sure they were ready to hear it. "The most important part of you is inside, not outside." At last, they understood. Their outer appearance didn't matter. What truly mattered was what they could do, what they could create. As they finally started to speak, they heard the pencil maker say, "No matter where you are, leave a mark of goodness." Then he left. The pencils sat in silence for a while, thinking about everything he had said. They knew he was right, but they had so many questions. Who was he? Why did he choose them? What was the mark he spoke of? Unfortunately, they would never get the answers they sought. Years passed, and the pencils were put to use. They sharpened, and they wrote, and they drew, until one day one of the pencils broke. It was so ashamed of itself, it wanted to throw itself away. But then it remembered the pencil maker's words. It got back up through the sharpening. Not long after, it made a mistake, leaving a dark mark on the page. It wanted to throw itself away again, but then it remembered the pencil maker's words. It erased the mistake and wrote something kind to take its place. As time went on, the pencil's outer body faded, but it kept writing with the softest lead imaginable. It continued to draw and write until it couldn't hold a shape anymore. And even then, it kept creating. Because of this, that pencil became the favorite tool of the young artist, drawing beautiful pictures and writing inspiring words. It left a mark that stayed for years. After it stopped creating, the pencil maker came across that very mark and smiled. He knew that Penso had finally understood his lesson. And so it is with our true value is not in how we look, but what we do, what we create, and how we treat others. Hard times may sharpen and shape us, but if we stay humble, keep learning, and continue to leave a mark of kindness, our life will always have meaning.